Okay. Hello, everyone. I think we're live. Yes, I think we are. Good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was going to do a live stream this week about Zootopia 2 because I completely didn't realize that award season's really kicking off. So we're going to watch the Critics' Choice Awards nominations live. Right now, they're just doing television. So I don't know if we're really going to talk about that. But right now, they're in best comedy series, it looks like. I'm gonna try to, like, pause and not have the sound on for this so I don't get demonetized. But yeah, let's take a look here. I've seen pretty much, like, half, I'd say, half of the, movies that are probably going to be nominated. I know Jay Kelly comes out on Netflix today, so I'll be checking that out this weekend. I can't seem to get tickets to Sentimental Value at all, so I don't know if any of you have been able to see it. I've heard it's incredible. That's the Stellan Skarsgård movie. But if you have, I would love to know your thoughts. Um, let's see. Zootopia 2 was great. So I can talk about that, I guess, while we are waiting here for some of the film categories. Um, let's see what this category is. Oh, yeah, this is okay. It's still TV, Gilded Age, Severance. I have not watched Severance yet. I know I'm like the last person on the planet. Last of Us. Okay, I'm going to pause that. Um, let's see here. Yeah, so yesterday I saw the Whole Bloody Affair, Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. It was so good. It's so much better as a full this one movie. I feel like, audiences when that was released were definitely not ready to go to a movie and sit there for 4.5 hours. But I really feel like that's the way it should be seen after watching it. It's so good. It's so much more impactful, and they did something that I think was really smart narratively that is not the way you discover something in the originals. I'm sure I'm not spoiling anything because everyone's seen Kill Bill, but in the beginning of at the very end of the first movie, you overhear Bill say to forget it's Oren, she's bodyguard and assistant, the half Japanese, half French one. Um, he says to her, like, does she know her baby's still alive? And they didn't show that part in the Whole Bloody Affair, and they make you wait to find that out with Beatrix, Miss Uma Thurman, and I thought that was just so smart. It actually makes it so much more impactful. I loved that. They elongated a couple of things, which were really cool. Especially the Orenchi's background when it's all animated. So a lot of that stuff was really cool, and really just seeing it on the big screen because I was like 15, I think, when the first one came out, maybe 14. So I didn't see them in the theater. So I had watched them for the first time like immediately when they came out on DVD at the time. But yeah, so it was really cool to see that in the theater. And the theater was packed. People applauded. It was really fun. They had a little 15-minute intermission, so that was great. Um, and it was just a really good time. And we were gonna try to go to a a Japanese bar afterwards, but that didn't work out because of timing with my friend's schedule. But next time, because I wanted sushi so bad after watching that movie. Um, and maybe I'll get some soon because it was just the whole scene where she goes to Hattori Hanzo. It makes you want sushi and some sake. But yeah, so that was great. Let's check in on the Critics' Choice. And let's take a look here. Okay, oh my goodness. Who is this? David. Yes. Nice. Thanks for stopping by. Um, can't stay because I need to work, but hope you're well. Oh, well, thank you so much. You too. And I hope work goes smoothly for you. And then Max is also at work. I know that. Uh, Why can't I? There we go. Let's go award season. Sorry, Max. I keep like screwing up your comment. Okay, so let's check back in on. I know we're very excited about award season, and this is kind of like the very tip off of it. Let's see where they are. It's not that I don't care about television. It's just I like to, Oh, I think we're getting into movies. Okay, so let me see here. This is probably not the best way to do this, but oh, it's just an ad. Oh, it's like a whole I see. I think they're saying that now we're gonna get into, uh, movies. Yeah, they finished television. Okay. So I'm probably a little behind here. I just don't want yeah, okay. Animated features first, and I know I am behind, but that's okay. Arco, I have no idea what that is. Elio, I'm shocked Elio's nominated. In Your Dreams, I heard is quite good. K-pop Demon Hunters, I'm not surprised. And Little Amelie or a Character of the Rain. I have heard of that, but I have not seen it. And the Zootopia 2, which was fantastic. Okay, so that makes sense. I have a feeling K-pop Demon Hunters is gonna win. So that's kind of a shoo-in right now. And we've got Best Director. Oh my god, Paul Thomas Anderson, you genius. And Ryan Coogler. I mean, this is such a good year. I'm so excited Ryan Coogler got nominated. Guillermo del Toro, okay. I liked Frankenstein. Josh Safdie, I'm not surprised. Joachim Trier, wow, okay, awesome. Chloe Zhao, that's not surprising either. Okay, these are your directors, guys. Wow. And we're just moving right ahead. Okay, I can't even process this. Okay, so supporting actress Elle Fanning. Okay, Ariana Grande, got it. Inga, yeah, sentimental value. So both sentimental value actresses got in. Amy Madigan Weapons. This is crazy, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, she was so good. Yeah, in Sinners and Tiana Taylor. Okay, so they're going with Tiana Taylor, which I think a lot of people were expecting. I don't know if she's a shoe-in for the Oscar. I mean, she goes away pretty quickly. Oh my gosh, now we're doing Best Supporting Actor. Okay, they are not messing around today. I can't even comment on it. Okay, so we got Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi. Wow. Okay, Paul Mescal. Not surprised. It's supporting. And Sean Penn. So we got both Benicio del Toro and Sean Penn and Adam Sandler. Oh my God. And Stellan Skarsgård. Okay, well, that's not surprising. Adam Sandler, I'm a little surprised about, but I'm seeing Jay Kelly tonight probably because it just premiered on Netflix. F Netflix, by the way. I cannot believe they're buying Warner Brothers, and I can't even think about it. I'm glad we have award stuff to distract us. Best Actress, Jessie Buckley. I mean, she's going to sweep the whole thing. I'm seeing Hamnet on Sunday. Rose Byrne, hell yes, I heard she's amazing. Well, so that might be her competition now. Chase Infinity, wow, okay. Oh, I love her. She was in Worst Person in the World. Wow, Amanda Seyfried. I never know how to pronounce it. Oh, hell yes. Okay. I think no one's like Emma Stone's not even going to be close to winning an Oscar for Begonia, but she's so good in it. And like, just because, she just won for Poor Things 2 years ago. So she's not going to, okay, Leo. Wow. Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams. That is also a movie I will be watching on Netflix. Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. Okay. Not surprised. Michael B. Jordan. Hell yes. Okay. Oh, okay. So The Secret Agent, Wagner Moura, I have to watch. I have not been able to figure out how to watch it, but I heard he's incredible in it and that the movie's really good. It's an international film. Okay. Oh, hell yes. Begonia's in Best Picture. Oh, okay. Wow. Frankenstein. I mean, critics do love Guillermo, so do I. Hamnet, not surprised. Jay Kelly. Okay. I wonder if there's 10. Yeah, I think there's 10 here. Mari Supreme, not surprised. Hell yes. We're not surprised here either. Sentimental Value. Okay, great. I can't wait to see it. Sinners, awesome. I should be saying these, I guess, out loud if you're not watching and just listening. Train Dreams. Okay. Wicked for Good made it. Okay. There's going to be no Avatar, I bet. Yeah. So Avatar is weird too because I don't think they could technically vote for it because it hasn't come out yet. But I also keep hearing it's really mediocre. That was so fast. I need to pull up a list because that was the scan here for the full list of nominees. Yeah, I have to pull up a list because that is just crazy. So that was like on super speed that they went through those. Okay, I think I don't want to go to a website with a ton of ads. Hopefully this one does not, because then it bogs down the stream and I hate that. Updating live. Yeah, well, they need to catch up to the fastest women on the planet going through the nominations. Here, but I don't see any. Probably because of all these stupid ads. Let's see if there's something else I can pull up. Because by memory, I mean, I have a good idea. Also, without the sound, because again, not trying to get demonetized. Let's see, Critics' Choice Awards nomination. Oh, let me just do nominations. Okay. That is crazy. Okay, there's a lot of people in here, and I didn't realize. I was trying to catch up with all of that. What's up, Tracy? Hey, Luke, how's it going? Nice to see you, Luke. Yeah, Year of the Auteur, that's for sure, Max. Sean Penn is my pick for Best Supporting Actor. I know it's so tough. I'm so torn between Benicio and him. I love both their performance so much. Hey, Huck, how's it going? Digging some of your coverage here, headed to work, but want to say hi. Well, very nice to see you, Huck. I can't believe how fast they went through those nominations, so I got to pull something up. Too Bad for Rental Family. Yeah, that's actually I really want to see that. I was gonna try. There's so many things I'm catching up on. I was gonna see it this past week, but I didn't have time. So because I decided to see Quentin Tarantino's Whole Bloody Affair. But I do want to see Rental Family. I heard it's a really lovely movie. So I'm right there with you, Huck. So many things, so many movies this year. I like a year like this too, because I feel like the awards are going to be really spread out. The New York Film Critics Awards were announced earlier this week, and it felt like they gave a little something to everyone, which was really cool. Sinners won Best Cinematography, and Best Picture went to one battle after another. I'm trying to remember. I can pull that up at some point. It's not even that important because it's, it's a smaller awards thing and it doesn't really determine much, but it just seemed like they were giving a little bit of everything to everyone, which is kind of cool. Because a lot of these movies, like I hate, I like Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's really good, but that was the most boring Oscars ceremony of all time, I think. Okay, let's try. Let's see. Hello Magazine. Do you have the list? Let's see. Okay, so we watched it live. They went through they were so fast. These are all TV, and you can talk about TV in the comments if you want. I'm not anti-TV. It's just that's not what we're here for. We're here for the film nominations. Best Picture. Okay, so yeah, Begonia. I really, I hope that gets a Best Picture nomination. That's just wild, and I love it. I loved Begonia. So, man, I hope the studio pushes him because Jesse Plemons, I think, absolutely deserves a nomination. And I thought he was going to get one more so than Begonia getting a Best Picture nomination. So that's very interesting. Frankenstein, I loved it. I think it's a beautiful movie. I think Guillermo del Toro did a fantastic job. It was like his, like the most perfect, project for him. Some not on Sunday. I'm doing Hamnet and then Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So I'm essentially doing 5 nights at Hamnet's, which I don't know if you know, but Hamnet throws some wild parties. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's very sad. So I needed definitely to do 5 Nights at Freddy's 2 after Hamnet, and so I can forget about all the tears I will be crying earlier in the day watching Hamnet. Jay Kelly is the Noah Baumbach film. I'm very excited about that. Thanks, Huck. Yeah, well, I applaud you for sitting through it. Honestly, it was so good, and I really think I highly recommend it. I think it's just one more week this week in theaters, and then it's you won't have the opportunity to. But if you can, I recommend it to anyone. The Whole Bloody Affair was just phenomenal as a whole. Whole Bloody Affair as a whole, yes. It's definitely the way it was meant to be watched. There's no question. It's so much more impactful. Okay, back to this list. I don't even know if anyone can even see the list the way I have it set up here, but It's fine. We're working with what we've got to work with here. So Train Dreams, I'm kind of surprised it's got so much love. I know that it was like kind of like a outsider compared to like the main ones that everyone knows are going to get like absolute shoo-in nominations. Joel Edgerton and it getting a best picture nomination. I think that's definitely going to be nominated for best picture at the Oscars then. Like that just pretty much solidified it, I think. I'm really I the Amanda Seyfried nomination is interesting. It's I forgot what this movie's called. It's like called The Testament of Anne something. If you know what it is, and really out there movie because it's like a musical, but it's like a really serious subject matter and it's like super indie. Let's see if I can find it. Oh my gosh, The Testament of, oh my god, where is it? It's not even showing up on the main thing here. I'll just do Testament of Anne Lee. That's what it is. So I don't even know how I can watch this. I'll probably have to not go to Regal and go to one of like the indie houses in New York because this is like a really small movie, really indie. And it is again like a period piece, but it's also a musical, and I'm just surprised to see that she's up there. Begonia, yes, I am so pumped about Begonia. I think you guys are feeling the same way. Let's go back to our list. Chase Infinity for Best Actress is still really up in the air for the Oscars. I mean, she's definitely not going to win. But this doesn't. I don't think this solidifies that she'll get into the nominations at the Oscars. I mean, I think a lot of people loved her performance. I loved her performance. I don't know. Everyone keeps pushing it, and I just feel like it wasn't the most like Oscar worthy performance. And I'm not trying to be a hater. Like I love every single thing about that movie. I just don't know, like if I think of the performances of the year or like these other women in this category, theirs seem to be like a tour de force compared to what Chase Infinity did in One Battle After Another. And it has nothing to do with her. It's just the role, if that makes sense. Like she did an amazing job. I just don't feel like the role necessarily warrants an Oscar. Amy Madigan, man, this is wild. I can't. This would be so great if she won. I don't really. I mean, I do feel that Ariana Grande should win for Wicked because I feel like as a whole, like she got totally snubbed because of Zoe Saldana last year because of Amelia Perez, which is the worst movie ever made. I think if Amelia Perez hadn't been in the picture last year, I think Ariana Grande would have gotten Best Supporting Actress hands down. So I do feel like she was robbed. And so I'm rooting for Ariana or Amy Madigan. I still have to see, though, a Sentimental Value, because that's where you've got Inga and Elle Fanning. Both of them are getting nominated. And I know there's speculation, like, are they both going to get Oscar nominations? I don't know. I really don't. Because then that leaves no one for, well, let's see. If it was Elle Fanning, Ariana, Inga, Amy Madigan. Okay, so that would leave like one more nomination. Wound Me in Sinners was wonderful. So that's a really exciting nomination there. Best Young Actor or Actress. Oh, they didn't. Wait a second. I'm so confused. Did they? Maybe it's not over. I think actually now in hindsight, it might not be over. So I was like, man, they really rushed through these. Elio is so strange that that's nominated. I don't know how that got there. That's the one out of all of them that I'm like, what? Not that I didn't even see it, and I'm not like even trying to hate on Elio. Just from what I've heard, like I've heard it's like really well animated, but it's just like a who cares movie. So unless you've seen it and you really liked it, you can convince me otherwise, since I have not seen it. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Jay? Nice to see you there. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. And we are checking out the Critics' Choice nominations. And I think I preemptively got rid of the video, which is fine because this way I definitely won't be subject to demonetization. But best director is I don't really see any surprises here. The big thing though is that for the Oscars it's 5, and for Critics' Choice it's 6. So one of these people is definitely not getting in. I believe the Golden Globes are 6 nominations too, so that doesn't really help us either. Once that's announced on Monday, Max and I will be doing a joint reaction live stream together. He is also very into the awards season stuff. When I think about this year, though, I think Best Director is going to go to Paul Thomas Anderson. And, you know, this happens with directors where it's kind of like maybe the movie that they win for isn't their best, but like they've waited so long to get one that at that point you just give it to them. Yeah, one could say that about Paul Thomas Anderson winning one battle after another. If one battle after another wasn't as brilliant as it is, because it is so brilliant, it's so good. It's still my number one favorite movie of the year so far. That absolutely could change. One battle after another is first for me. Sinners is second. And I mean, I'm gonna make a whole list, and like that'll be much later, like mid-January probably. I'll do like the worst and best, and my favorites and least favorites. But so that's what I'm saying. Like if one battle after another wasn't so good, it would be like, okay, we're gonna give it to Paul Thomas Anderson because he's made all this body of work, blah blah blah. No, he deserves it. It's one of his best films, if not his best film. I think it's tied with There Will Be Blood. He absolutely deserves it. Ryan Coogler, I'm so happy is in the direction category because again, horror stuff is like rarely recognized. And I think even though it's a vampire movie, I mean, look at this, Frankenstein too. So you've got Guillermo, like, which I'm not surprised, like I'm kind of surprised he got nominated, but I thought he did an amazing job. It's an epic film. That no one gets to see because Netflix only puts, they don't get to see it in theaters because Netflix and their 2-week theatrical window. We're going to not talk about that though. We said, let's stick to this and not talk about Netflix because it makes me want to throw up. Josh Safdie, I'm absolutely not surprised. I'm so excited to see Marty Supreme. I'm seeing it a week before Christmas because it hits theaters in New York a week early, and I'm so excited. Counting down for that. I think Chalamet is going to be the one to beat, really, for Best Actor. I mean, you could give it to Leo. I think Leo deserves it, but I also feel that, Chalamet just continues to surprise people. There was like a tweet I saw the other day, and it was like, remember when we all said that he just chooses the same like roles, which I never really felt, but a lot of people felt that way, that Timothée Chalamet kind of always played the same character. And then it shows like 4 images, and it's Dune, Marty Supreme, and Willy Wonka, and the Bob Dylan movie. So it's like clearly he's got such a diverse filmography already. And he's not even 30 yet. So I think he's like turning 30 this year. So you either give it to Timothy or Leo. I think Michael B. Jordan is absolutely going to win an Oscar. I just don't think it's going to be for Sinners, even though he did an amazing job. But they also could give it to Ethan Hawke out of nowhere for Blue Moon. I hear that's like his best performance of his career. And that's another guy with a huge filmography. And I believe Ethan Hawke does not have any Oscars. So that's going to be a really interesting category. But then Wagner Moura, oh my gosh, it's called, It Was Just an Accident, I believe. He just won at the New York Critics Film Circle. So I think Best Actor is a lot tighter of a race than we realize. Like Best Actress is Jessie Buckley, maybe Rose Byrne. I know everyone's obsessed with Rose Byrne's performance. If I still had legs, I'd kick you. Or if I had legs, I'd kick you. So that's, I love Emma Stone being this for Begonia. That just makes me smile. Yeah, let's see here. Best Supporting Actress, I think we already talked about. Best Director, we talked about. Animated. Let's see if they've updated this a little bit more. Best Picture. Let's see. Did they do 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they did 10. So a lot of people were expecting Wicked for Good to maybe not be here, even though the critics really liked the first one. So it's nice that it's there. And it's like, as these awards shows go, a lot of times, they want a broader audience to watch them. So they will try to get more of the popular movies. There's always like 2 or 3 of them in here, like think like Barbie. So if you've got, I would consider Frankenstein to be one of those. Yeah, Frank, and even maybe Sinners too, because I feel like everyone saw Sinners as soon as it came out multiple times. So I'd say like Sinners, Wicked, and Frankenstein, and then Avatar would be that other one that would be like the popular crowd pleaser. And I'm not going to be surprised if it doesn't show up this year, just because I hear how mediocre it is. Let's see. Jay says, K-pop Demon Hunters was my favorite of the animated picks. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I love the music and I hear the movie is amazing. So I'm really excited to see that. I got to see K-pop in the cinema and it was packed. Looked great on the big screen. Yeah, I like that they did that. They did the mini release. That's all Netflix will allow. And we're not going to talk about that because I'm going to throw up again. But with them buying Warner Brothers, I can't. So let's see if they updated anything else. They didn't. So I think that, unless I'm crazy, which could be possible, I think that's all they've announced. So, because it said this would update live and I got rid of the video preemptively, but maybe I was right and that video was over. So, yeah, Amanda Seyfried, that's very surprising. I don't know anyone that's seen that movie, but I'd love to know your thoughts if you have. Yeah, I think that's like all there is to say because, and you know what, if they do another half, sue me. If they do another video and there's like all these other announcements, because there's like screenplay and stuff, and I don't see anything there. So, but at least it was kind of, we had some surprises and it was kind of cool. I'm not upset at all. Yeah, Zootopia 2 was great. I highly recommend it. It's going to make way over $1 billion. So yeah, support that movie. It doesn't need help, but it's really good. So, and I think when movies that are good make a lot of money at the box office, that's really, you know, that at least I think speaks volumes. But Hollywood doesn't always learn the right lesson from these successes, do they? They'll probably just be like, oh well, of course it's because it's a sequel. I don't think so. I really don't. I mean, maybe, but it's really good. Moana 2 sucked. So like, and everyone saw that last year, and that made $1 billion, I think. Yeah. So I think Zootopia should make more than Moana 2, and then that hopefully says something. I don't know. LFG Critics Choice. Oh yeah, let's go. Well, I think it's over though. So I think it's over. Monday we will be discussing the Golden Globes. I forgot what they were called. And yeah, it'll be fun. I like award season. I will be seeing Hamnet this Sunday, as well as Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So let's go. Okay. Well, this was really fun. Thanks for joining me. I know that I screwed up somehow. So either they're announcing them still currently and my thing isn't refreshing, or they're announcing them in different stages, which I feel is really weird. And that's probably not the case. So, but neither here nor there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be back on Monday Night Movie Madness on Bonebridger's channel on Monday night, as well as I said earlier, reacting to the Golden Globe nominations on Monday, earlier during the day, probably. So, well, that's all I have. So, thanks so much for joining me and stopping by, and I will see you guys Monday.